It was difficult to leave this morning. Jenny said to go, and she said it in a reassuring voice loaded with the insinuation that she would still be there when I got back and that we would talk more. I'll cook, and she'll sit on the counter, tell me about her day. I love that Jenny tells me about her day in such detail, even when it doesn't involve leaving the house. She tells me about everything she's read, all of the tin-eared sentences in the papers she edits, funny stories about typos, then all of her thoughts, big and small. I'm not going to have a fun day at all. The office doesn't provide those. I don't need to relive my day by talking about it. Hearing the calming canter of her voice is better than a massage. I'll chop vegetables and savor her words, and once we've had a few drinks, we'll continue our conversation from last night. And it'll be okay. The conductor has cranked up the air conditioning on the L train this morning. It keeps everyone a little more sane at rush hour. We're packed in, my crotch at the head level of a man lucky enough to be sitting, reading The New Yorker, and patently ignoring the people around him, lest he look up and notice we're all pregnant women and he's the jerk who won't give up his precious seat. It's okay, though. The heat makes everyone cranky, a little more aggressive to push their way into or out of the train car, a little less likely to listen to the conductor's aggravated pleas that there is another train right behind this one. No one ever believes that there is another train behind this one. There is only this train, this one solitary train to take us to the island of Manhattan. When the train pulls into Bedford, the last stop in Brooklyn before crossing underneath the river, the doors open and a few tattooed bodies nudge their way out before a sea of people floods in. I glance in both directions to see if I can shift my body, shrink myself to make room for others. The doors open and shut repeatedly into people who can't fight back, who push against the rubber strips that slam them from both sides to no avail. At the last second, one more lucky person slips into the train car, everyone else left on the platform. This last person is like me, a guy in a suit that already shows the wrinkles of being sweat through. He looks around the car in solidarity but gets glares in response. It's his fault this ride will take an additional 10 seconds. But we'll forget. Aggression dissipates like steam in the subway, white hot one moment and gone the next. The train slows, then stops, somewhere under the East River. Some mornings, I zip through the tunnel without raising my eyes from a script. Not today, though. I turn my eyes up, let the pause gift me a moment. There's an audible exhalation all around me, a collective shrug. Ladies and gentlemen, we are delayed because of train traffic ahead of us. We apologize for any inconvenience. Thank you for your patience. That's the automated voice. Strong, male, authoritative. The intercom clicks on and the conductor gives a sharp intake of breath. Then it clicks off again. Ladies and gentlemen, we are delayed because of train traffic ahead of us. We apologize for any inconvenience. Thank you for your patience. I wonder if it's a button that the conductor pushes from a console of pre-recorded statements, or if it's all computerized, a synapse between the signals we pass and the speed of the train. After another minute or two, a few arms drop around me. Then a few more. A minute later, I let my own fall to my side, nursing the circulation back in. Blackberries emerge. People remove earbuds, loop them around their neck, and wait for the next announcement. We wait for the train to churn itself back to life and pull into First Avenue, where virtually no one will get off, but dozens more will try to filter on. The remnants who couldn't get onto the train in front of ours, who have to rely on faith that there is, in fact, another train right behind. I wait to get to the office, put in my 8 hours, and then rush home to Jenny. Ladies and gentlemen, we are delayed because of train traffic ahead of us. We apologize for any inconvenience. Thank you for your patience. New Yorkers roll their eyes. What choice do we have, we think? We get on the subway and we are at its mercy. a show of faith we perform every day. We wait.